In this video, I'm going to go over how to grass feed rabbits and the hard comings of pasture raising rabbits. Some topics you should expect to hear will be coccidiosis, prevention and cure, what to do during rainy seasons, the main reason your does will fight in a colony setting, how to introduce new does to the colony, and raising kits in a colony or pasture setting. Tips and hard comings of pasture raising rabbits. Pasture raising rabbits is not as easy as you'd think, especially if your method is like mine, cages that are moved daily to constantly ensure new pastures. The problem with this system is rain, predators, and time, but you can find ways to deal with each of those. During rainy days, I move the cages to higher ground and tarp the ones that aren't covered by metal roofing. The trouble with rain is, rabbits hate the wet. But still persistent to eat grass, they make mud and sling it off their feet onto the eyes of bystanders and each other if they're in a colony. Predators are less likely to attack cages in a barn, especially when they're hanging up off the ground. But my system has them often out by the woods on the ground without walls to block visibility. I do provide one wall for windbreak, and the nest boxes keep them warm if nights get cold, or in any case, surprise litters come. They also provide a safe place to hide most of the time. Other methods for grass feeding rabbits include turning your rabbits loose in the yard or collecting greens for them every day and leave them in their standard cages. If you want to make a grass feeding moving cage or tractor, I use a 2 by 6 foot floor space with 14 gauge 2 by 3 inch holes on the floor for each rabbit to prevent burrowing, but have enough space for grass to come through. The biggest hard coming of grass feeding rabbits would be coccidiosis, which, if given comfrey, willow leaves, blackberry leaves, rosemary, and lemon balm, isn't as hard to overcome. But it is still a pretty big learning curve. So what's the main reason why does fight in a colony setting? The biggest reason why our does fight in our colony is because they want babies. I've had does get torn up pretty bad in colony battles and often cannot figure out who's the culprit. So if your does are fighting a lot, try putting them in with a buck. Our does definitely love their babies and they just love having them. And I love having them. And they're just so cute! Kits in a pasture raising setup can be difficult because sometimes they try to eat new foods too quickly. And some herbs cause bloat if the rabbits aren't used to eating greens, especially kits. I feed my new rabbits and kits starting out plantain, blackberry leaves, and rosemary for 3 days. Then lemon balm, comfrey, and willow leaves for at least 1 day. By then they'll be ready to try new grasses and leaves. Introducing new does to the colony is something that nature just has to take its course on. But I usually feed them all first. Rabbits are more grumpy when they're hungry, and if there's food to fight over, like when you just added new grain, they begin to establish dominance. Try to provide lots of places to hide, space to run, and keep the environment as quiet as possible.
Okay everybody, I'm here to introduce your new roommates who have had a very stressful ride here. Hold 5 minutes cramped. Y'all remember Purity and Jasper, and then the rest are all new members. Yeah. This is Maggie and Sugar. Here you go, everybody. Welcome to your new homes. Everybody enjoy each other like I know you won't.
Sorry I did not cover very much of coccidiosis prevention and cure. I will have to go over that in another video. There is so much to cover, along with also cage designs with pictures and videos and tips on different things that should be in your cage to keep them out of the water, keep them safe from predators, keep them from burrowing out, stuff like that, which I will be putting in future videos soon. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and leave a comment below if you think of anything else you would like to know. I would be happy to answer your questions. Thank you so much.